So what we want to show is how we can approach the camp. We know where he is. We know the camp where he is. We don't know his exact location yet. But we're going to use the cover of night and the weather to basically take a stealth approach and show how it can completely change the gameplay.
It's a nice fog.
Okay, so we're right over the camp at the moment. The 4 ghosts are in a helicopter. And at this stage, Weaver, Nomad, and Holt are going to jump out. They're going to base jump from the helicopter. And the helicopter is just one of the 60-plus vehicles that we have in the game for you to use as you explore the world. They're all free and open for you to use. In this particular run-through, we've got 4 devs playing the game in co-op, but as we said earlier, the whole game is playable from start to finish in solo, where you're supported by 3 AI teammates.
Are you able to switch back and forth between co-op and solo? Or?
Yes, absolutely.
That's
so
awesome.
Here we've got Weaver's landed at a high vantage point. He's going to try to offer some cover and assistance to Nomad and Holt, who've just landed, and they're going to start heading towards the cartel checkpoint. So we've got all 4 ghosts are on the ground now.
Okay.
And we've got Midas here who's leaving, going to head towards the camp, rejoin the others. And in Ghost Recon Wildlands, we've got a complete day-night cycle as well as a realistic weather system, both of which have an effect on gameplay.
Yeah, I imagine.
Here we've got like a rainy, late at night. This is a perfect cover for a stealth approach.
Yeah, exactly.
You can use that to your
Time
advantage.
to sneak in.
So the ghosts want to try and get into the camp without raising any alarms. In order to do that, they're going to have to start being a little bit creative. So here they've identified a cartel truck that's being used for local deliveries. If they can take it, they can use it to get inside the camp without raising any suspicion.
Nice.
It's going to be tricky.
Yes, I was about to say I would totally mess that up.
But this is what it's all about, right? It's about playing with your friends. Here the guys are moving into position, they're marking targets and identifying threats, sharing that information with the team.
Oh, great. So like you can tag and your other teammates will see that tag?
Real time.
Oh,
exactly.
That's really cool.
So we can see the ghosts moving a little bit closer to that checkpoint. They want to be sure they don't raise any alarms this early in the mission.
Yeah, that would be a bummer.
And so here we've got Midas. You'll see the little targets coming up over the cartel. This is our sync shot feature, and this is something that's come back from Future Soldier. It's the perfect tool to allow you to synchronize with your friends for opportunities like this. So here you got this perfect execution, all the cartel taken out in one go. And we're playing in co-op now, but in solo, you're able to issue same kind of commands to your teammates, your AI teammates, to achieve the same deadly result. So Nomad and Holt have taken that cartel truck. They're going to just drive it right up to the doors and try to gain access to the camp.
And they're going to be like, oh, you're just our bros, right? Just driving up in the truck.
Exactly. And so because of the low light, because we've got the cartel truck, the cartel's expecting delivery anyway, so they open the gates, and our ghosts, 2 of our ghosts are already in the camp now.
Yeah.
You can see Weaver's covering them from the back. So here we've got one of our ghosts, Holt, has jumped out of the truck and is going to start laying some C4 charges. We've got some propane tanks nearby. This is just in case. It's like a cautionary. Some people like to do this to create diversions in case they need it on the way out.
Yeah, plus it's fun to blow things up.
Sure. And we've got the C4, we've got landmines and frag grenades and flash and diversion, lots of different explosive tools. And as well as those tools, we've got more than 50 different weapons, each of which can be fully customized with hundreds of different attachments of scopes and barrels and muzzles and lots of different ways to play.
What's your favorite?
I like assault. I'm just a general purpose assault rifle kind of guy. How about you?
I either do sniper or shotgun. I don't know why. I'm like either
you know what? We've got you covered.
Super precise, like this guy here, or like just run and just shoot people in the face.
We've got you covered. So here we've just launched a drone to do a bit of extra intel. The drone is something all the ghosts have. And he switched to thermal just because it's going to make it easier to identify local targets. The thermal is an upgrade on the drone. We've got lots of different upgrades, things like EMP pulse to disable electronics. We've got noise generators and high explosives and lots of cool stuff. And so here we've identified our target. This is Paul Solero. This is the guy we're after. He's working late into the night.
Look at him with his nice gloves there. Those are some awesome gloves.
And so now that we know Pozzolero's exact position,
yep.
we got Nomad is going to start bringing the truck right up to the enemy position.
Right. Oh, good. There's still someone driving the truck. I remember the guy bailed. I'm like, I really hope that there was a
passenger bailed. So Nomad's right there. He's right beside Pozzolero's location. And they've done well to get this far, but they got to be careful, right? Because all the enemies are constantly on alert. It's a very dangerous situation. We've got a lot of enemies here, but he's in a good position. He's just going to wait for the right moment to make the grab. So here, this is one of our other ghosts, Midas. He's going to start running to the camp to rejoin the others. They're all going to regroup within the camp.
Yay, drones!
More drones. We got Weaver still running support. He's identified the generator here. And the generator is one of our camp ingredients. If the ghosts can get to it and disable it, they'll be able to kill power to the entire camp, but also disable the alarms, prevent the calling of secondary reinforcements, all that stuff. And it's something they have to be really careful of because it can escalate very quickly.
Can you eventually get an upgrade for your drone to cheaper
We've
from
got
it?
tons of
Recon
upgrades.
only?
No, you can. There's a lot. It's primarily a recon tool. But we do have offensive options for you as well. Don't worry about it. So here Midas is working closer towards that generator, but he's got to be really, really careful. You can see there's a lot of enemy activity nearby. He's got to be careful because if the alert spreads now, he's alone in the camp. It's going to go bad real quick. And so Holt, who we saw earlier placing C4, loves placing the C4. He's placed more C4 on these cars in case the ghosts need it. As part of a big diversion. It doesn't hurt to be prepared, right?
Yeah.
Better to have it and not need it.
Yeah, that's true. Or hopefully you need it and we get to see explosions at some point.
So here we had Holt. He switched to a diversion grenade. It's one of the other tools we have. And it's basically like a simple firecracker. Yeah, it's to distract the guys. And it lets you move through the camp without being attracting the guys.
That's awesome.
But you're not raising any alarms, which is really beneficial at times like this. And because we're attacking at night, we can take advantage of the day-night cycle that all the NPCs have. So in this case, this guy was taking a rest. So we use it to our advantage to come in and take a rest.
For now.
So we can see the generator there in the distance, but there's a lot of enemy patrols, so he's going to try to come around the back and avoid the enemy patrols. Here we have Holt, who was placing the C4 earlier. He's moving towards Pozzolero's position to rejoin Nomad as well, getting ready to do that grab so they can move together on the way out.
Man, I feel so tense right now. Everyone's just super sneaky.
So here's sneaking up on someone, but making sure you don't leave bodies lying around is key to preventing alarms going off, of course. So you can grab the enemies, you can drag them away from patrol paths, drop them in the darkness, make sure when you knock them out, they stay hidden.
You mean his other guys aren't going to think he's just taking a nap, in the rain, in the middle of the street?
So here we've got our guys communicating, coordinating with each other, identifying targets while Midas is making his way towards the generator. He's really close now. So that's Weaver's view. He took out with a sniper shot from the long range just to take the last of the patrols that were near the generator. Now Midas is at the generator. He's going to disable it, and you can see the effect it has across the camp. The lights go out across the whole place. This is where Nomad can turn on the night vision, get in close, take advantage of the low light. Now, our enemies don't have night vision, but they are, of course, going to naturally get suspicious as to why the lights have gone out.
And can they, hear you moving around, if you're making a lot of noise?
This is it. So we've grabbed the target, but we're moving towards the vehicle, but we're starting to hear gunshots, and you're going to see the enemies are reacting to those gunshots. They're going to converge on the noise to try to find out. They're not full alert yet, but they're suspicious and they're moving closer to player position. So the ghosts still need to be very, very careful. It's a little bit dark here, but what's happening is we identified a rebel cage. So the rebel are another faction that we have in the game, and these guys have their own relationship, should we say, with the Santa Blanca. So once we bring them, they don't just systemically attack the Santa Blanca. They fight them all the time. Exactly.
Yeah. So they're very helpful to you guys as ghosts,
useful
right?
for us, yeah. And they're a faction you'll be able to work with later in the game as well. So we've got Pozzolero in the truck. The ghosts are starting to converge on that truck now as they start to make their escape. And here, I don't know if you caught it, but Weaver managed from long range to open those rebel cages. So we've got more rebels coming out, and the whole camp is going to start erupting into gunfire as we see the fights between the rebels and the Santa Blanca. And then we blow the C4 that we placed earlier, just to add that extra layer of distraction. So we had that final long-range view of the camp that's just in utter chaos.
And there's our explosions.
But the thing is, even with all that destruction, they never knew the ghosts were there, right? Like, we're gone, we've got the target, we're out, and we just leave it. Here we've got Weaver joining, he's the last one to join the group. They're all together now, they're going to take the target, they're going to go to a rally point, do further interrogations, find out information about El Pozzolero, about his bosses, about the cartel structure, and basically that's it. That's the end of the demo.
Oh man, that looks awesome. So, so now that we've seen the walkthrough of that same scenario.